Hello my beautiful love goods, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm building in The Sims 3. Yes, it's been a very long time. Probably most of you all don't even remember the last Sims 3 video that I did, but I just got the whim and the urge to build in The Sims 3. I don't know what it was, but I just wanted to build like a cute little rustic kind of not old school, but kind of Tudor-esque, just like medieval inspired, not really cottage. I am actually building in the world of Dragon Valley. This is actually one of the premium content worlds. I have 3. I bought 2 as a bundle, so they were like $10 each essentially. I got Monte Vista and Hidden Springs. I was gonna say Hidden Valley, but that is not that is not what it is. And then I also got Dragon Valley, and I love Dragon Valley. It's so beautiful, and I honestly really love the content. I guess it's just speaking to me right now because I've been playing Dragon Age Origins again, and I don't know, I've just been really into that Middle Ages sort of fantasy world. Like, I've just been kind of feeling that vibe, as the kids say these days. So yeah, it was really refreshing to play this game. Now I will say it was very clunky at times, just because The Sims 3, you know, it's that kind of game, but it was still really fun to play it and to play around with creative style and to just experiment and just to use different objects too, because The Sims 3, its aesthetic and its approach to building and just, you know, items in general, like, it's different than The Sims 4. So it's a different experience, it's a different feel, and you will get different outcomes in respect to that. So it was really fun. It kind of was a throwback in a little bit of a way, because I remember playing The Sims 3 in college a lot. It was like one of the games that I played when I was not doing my college work. And yeah, I played it on a really old laptop. Not really old, but like I played it on my older laptop, and wow, it actually kind of worked then. But yeah, it's a lot of nostalgia, I would say. It's really fun to play. I really do enjoy The Sims 3. There's a lot of things about The Sims 3 that were so innovative. You know, maybe they missed the mark just because it was very clunky as a game. Like, you can see a few times, the footage is sped up quite quickly, so you can't really tell, but like there's little moments where I'm moving the camera and it just is so slow and chuggy. Like, it's so laggy. Like, you can see it, like those few moments there, you'll see it's just, oh my goodness, it was rough, but it's mainly just in build mode, not buy mode. Build mode, it can be really slow and clunky for some reason, and I'm not really sure why, because I have a pretty decent computer, but you know, obviously the reason why is that it's The Sims 3, and that's just how it is. So yeah, I went pretty rustic, you could say, with this cottage. Right now you'll see me playing around with like wood tones and stuff that are kind of grayish, and I changed these because it gets really lifeless and cold looking, and I didn't want that in this build, so I changed up the wood tones a bit throughout, including the windows, the flooring, the walls, and the ceilings. Don't get me started. We can paint ceilings in The Sims 3, and it's amazing and wonderful. And there is a big cut there because that's where I changed all the colors, and it took me forever. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to worry about keeping that in the video because it's kind of boring after a while. But I changed it to these really like warm tones. I think I do adjust it a bit more, but it's really lovely and just charming, and I don't know, it's just nice and cozy, and I really enjoyed it because it's different. It's something different than what I've been building lately, just because, you know, The Sims 4, it's very straightforward, which is it's in and of itself is a really good thing because it keeps you from, you know, taking a millennia to do a build. But I don't know, there's something about The Sims 3, just this, it's so charming in its own way, and I really enjoy it. But Anyway, it's a pretty simple little cottage. It's not over cluttered or anything, so it didn't take me too long once I got the colors and like the build itself figured out. And I actually built it for a couple of Sims that I made. This is gonna be very funny, but they're based off of my character in Dragon Age. My character that I made. His name is Sirius, and it's him and Alistair, because I have a mod in my game. It's called the Complete by Overhaul mod, and it basically allows you to pursue pretty much any of the characters that are marryable, romanceable. That's the better word. Like any character that you can romance, like you have the potential to, regardless of your character's gender and so forth. And you know, obviously that means I'm going to pursue Alistair, because my character and Alistair's like relationship is very like, it's sarcastic and witty and quippy, and Alistair is just a beautiful, beautiful man, precious, precious boy. Just, I love him so much. Like, he's great. He's just great. Like there's the cut scenes where, you know, he'll say something like, what are we gonna do? It's your choice, blah, blah, blah. And then you say something quirky and he was like, oh, really? Like, are we just gonna ask the monsters to go away, you know? And it's funny. If you've played Dragon Age Origins, you'll know what I'm talking about. I love him so, so dearly. He's just wonderful. But yeah, I made him as a sim, sort of. Not really. It's more like a sim inspired by him. It really isn't, to be honest. But I just made a couple that looks like them. I don't know, but yeah, this is their little cottage. It's pretty run of the mill. It's pretty simple. There really isn't a whole lot going on. I love the kitchen. I don't know what it is, but that kitchen, I use like wood with like that really stone, like stony, I don't know what else we'd call it. Like, it's just a really cool pattern. And then I did like the dark greens as an accent throughout, and dark browns, and it's very like cozy and warm feeling. There's not like any whites or anything crazy bright. It's just a cozy little cottage, and I kind of want to live here. It's cute and charming. And my two Sims are actually, since, you know, they're not really directly inspired by my characters at all, like completely. They're inspired, but not like completely, if you know what I mean. But basically I made them both witches or warlocks or whatever you want to say. They're witches, and I love it. And so I just made their cottage kind of cluttered with some books and some parchment and some lamps, and yeah, it's pretty simple though. The expansion packs that I own all of them, but the packs that I have installed are Supernatural, obviously, Seasons, Pets, and there's one more I have, and I can't remember what it is. Oh no. Shoot, I am just coming up to blanks on what packs. Oh, Generations. That's it. Of course, Generations. Why wouldn't it be? And then I have like a couple stuff packs, but I don't think I used any of the items from either stuff pack. And then I also have the premium content worlds of Monte Vista, Hidden Springs, Dragon Valley. I want to say Lucky Palms I possibly have. Maybe I do have that one. Yes, I do. Yeah, I do have that one. I played in that. Okay, never mind. It's been a while. And yeah, and I really am happy with the sets that I have. I really enjoy the content and the gameplay, and yeah, it was really, really fun jumping back into The Sims 3 again. It's always fun to play because, you know, it's kind of the game that got me loving The Sims a whole lot more when I got a little older. Like, when I was a kid, I played The Sims 1 pretty much primarily. I never really got the chance to play The Sims 2. Even though I love that game so much, it doesn't really speak to me on the same level as The Sims 3 does, because I feel like I played it a lot more than any of the other games. I mean, relatively. The Sims 4 I've obviously played more now at this point because, you know, it's the newer game and I put in 3,500 hours into it. So, you know, I played it a lot. But, you know, I played The Sims 1 a lot as a kid, and then I didn't really get the chance to play Sims 2, and then I played Sims 3. It was just, yeah. And then now here I am doing a bit of landscaping just to kind of make it a little bit more lush. And I really like this little detail in The Sims 3 that I noticed before, but I completely forgot about. But the like when you put down like shrubs and flowers and stuff, mainly it's the shrubs, they will on their own, like if you're placing down multiple, they'll kind of change sizes just a little bit. And it's just a tiny little detail, but I really like that. Obviously, we can do that in The Sims 4 ourselves, but there's just something about the game doing it automatically. Just kind of, it's a fun little detail that I think that is kind of overlooked sometimes. I don't know. It's just a nice little detail. And then there's my favorite chair from the store. I love that chair so much. I wish we had something like that in The Sims 3 or Sims 4, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this build, though. I will try to figure out how to put it up somewhere to download, possibly on Sims File Share. I'll figure it out. Just look in the description. By the time I get this video up, I should have it figured out. Hopefully, maybe not. I don't know. Don't take my word for it, because you know me. I put things out there in the world by saying it, and then I'm like, never mind, all the time. So, but yeah, let me know if you want to see some more Sims 3 builds. Enjoy the little screenshots that I got going on. They're beautiful and charming. And look at that ceiling. Oh my God, the ceiling. I just love being able to paint the ceilings. And yeah, let me know what you think of the build. And do you play Dragon Age? Or do you love Alistair as much as me? Because I don't think you do, but you probably do. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird and beware of the nargles.